everyone, this is Amy Thompson. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. This message is what does Spirit need for you to hear right now, or what are your angel guides, your higher self, what message are you meant to connect with right now? This is a general reading, okay? So there are going to be several different topics. I don't know what's in these piles yet. We are going to be seeing what's in there as we go. If you've never done a pick a card reading, this is how it works. I have 3 piles to choose from, so you can actually choose 1, 2, or 3, whichever one you're drawn to the most, the one that feels like it resonates with you. You can close your eyes, tune into the energy, you can pause the video for a moment, just think about which one feels right. Then the timestamps will be in the description below, and you can actually scroll into the description box and click on the pile that you selected. It'll take you right to your reading, and then I'll be giving you the channeled messages, okay? So again, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3 for what messages you need to hear right now. Okay, great. If you chose pile number 1, this is your reading, group 1. You have confidence is your key to success. Meditate and contemplate in reverse. That's the new moon in Pisces. You've got step out of your comfort zone, North Node, inverse. You have the end of a tough cycle approaches to the left. Surrender to the divine to the right. And balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, so messages that I'm getting from Spirit for you, group number 1, is that who you are around your spirituality and your practicality and how you are in your life is key and individual to who you are. There's nobody else in the world that is like you, and that having confidence in your own self is actually the key to your success. Okay, so that's at the center of your reading. What I'm getting is that you don't like to step out of your comfort zone in many areas, and you don't actually take the time to listen to your inner knowing as much as you could. You do sometimes, that's totally true, okay? I'm not saying that you don't. What I'm saying is that you're looking forward to being able to balance your practical and your spiritual self. You're looking forward to being able to surrender to the divine, get those insights and those ideas, trust that flow more, and actually have everything work out. Because what's happening in your current energy is that there are things in your life that you want to step into more, you want to do more, you want to, I don't know why the expression roll with the punches is coming into my mind, but it's like, you want to be able to just literally flow with everything, but still reach your goals and objectives. And so sometimes what's happening is that you've got this doubt or this lack of trust that comes in, and that confidence is the key to your success. Confidence in that inner knowing of who you are, confidence and trust that the divine is going to provide you with the right answers at the right time, and that you don't even need to worry about anything or really think about anything. You experienced a tough cycle just very recently, actually, and Spirit is letting me know that this is the end of the tough cycle that you've been going through. So whatever has been the most challenging things for you recently, either you're just coming to the end right now, or this is literally the end, or it's just past. It's like, yay, you can step into some like new and better things. Spirit is letting me know that if you were to trust the divine more, you would have less of those tough cycles to even go through. So when you look back at that, and you're looking into that energy that you had, whatever caused you to go through that, or the people in your life, the things that you were dealing with, there was an element of trust within yourself that was missing. And that if you were to bring that element of trust into yourself, into your body, into your mind, awareness, everything, and just let go, you would not have had that cycle go the way that it did. That was actually a learning lesson for you. And the experience that you got from it, like, it's wonderful. It's actually wonderful. It's exactly what you needed to be in this space now, where you recognize that, yes, what was missing is trust, and that confidence in that trust and in who you are, in your individuality, is key for your success, well-being, enjoyment, fulfillment, all of it. You have the 6 of Cups. You have, I don't know why I'm getting suddenly winded. Like, I haven't been doing anything, and I'm not. Usually when something like this happens in the middle of a reading, it's connected to it somehow. It's either you start coughing, or you lose your voice, or you feel like, but either way, the 6 of Cups, and then you've got the 5 of Wands. Okay, so 6 of Cups is like like nostalgia, memories, joy, childhood, you know, the good feelings like of things. It's like the little treasures that you've accumulated along your journey. Okay. And then the Five of Wands is like being scattered and lost, like a bit of a lack of focus. It's like, what should I do first? You know, where should I go with this? Maybe there's too many things, feeling a bit lost. Okay. So this is really interesting because here, this is a picture of it's a ship out at sea, and it's got like the treasure, which is all of these like cups inside, and it's got a heart on it. And so it's like, it's moving forward on your journey, but really holding on dearly to the things like that are the most treasured for you. And then this is, it's interesting because the message I'm getting right now is like losing your way. I want to see what else is here for this, because you've also got the King of Cups. Okay. And then you've got, oh my God, that makes total sense. Okay. So what I was talking about was this is all about trust. It's like you're going on a journey and you have all of the treasures and you have the things and the wonderful enjoyment and all of that stuff from the past, right? You have those things from early in life, those memories that you hold near and dear to your heart, and people through your life, people that were important to you. And you have all of these positive experiences that you've kept kind of buried inside this little chest within you, right? And it's like you don't want to lose them. You don't want to be disconnected from them. And what this is saying is not to be attached to the outcome. Don't fear losing any of these things. Don't fear that you're going to be able to not create any of these experiences or memories or anything moving forward. You totally are going to be able to. Again, it goes back to this trust, right? Surrendering to the divine, allowing yourself to let go. You can be open-minded. Like the King of Cups is very, very open-minded. Like in this picture, he's just standing in a field of flowers and having a drink and, you know, tilting his head back, like not a care in the world kind of thing. Like just very peaceful, diplomatic, happy. You know, it's a really, really nice energy. So, yeah, it's kind of like allowing yourself to feel a little out of control sometimes, it's allowing yourself to feel lost sometimes, allowing yourself to feel like things aren't all together, and still knowing that everything's okay because you are totally trusting the divine. So that's what I'm getting for you, pile number one, group number one. You've also got your angels and spirit guides want you to know that you are protected. The better you trust in the divine, the more you're going to know that. Like you're just going to know intuitively that you are protected as you move forward. And yes, so they're also telling you that that the spirit realm and okay, some people watching this are going to be like, spirit schmerit, you know, like most people who watch this channel are going to be really understanding how energy works and how like flow works and how the law of attraction, all of those things. There are a lot of people that watch this show that are going to be like totally on board, and I could talk about different realms and all these things, and they would really get it. Then there are people who are going to be new to this channel, or they're going to be just like not necessarily understanding how energy works and how the spiritual realm works or anything, right? So this is saying that even when you go into those, okay, this message is not for everybody, because the people who get it, the message for you, people who get it, is like, don't ever forget that you've got guides and you've got people and entities, I guess, in the spiritual realm, and the assistance from your higher self and the energy that creates worlds. You have all of that at your disposal. Never forget to ask for help and use that. You can make peace with that whole spiritual side and realm of things, but there's this message that's kind of, it's nagging at me. This is for the people who really don't understand or get this stuff. And this is saying that when you need help, that's when you have to step into this the most. When you have to step into like the confidence of who you are deep down on a soul level, and just know that you were put here for a reason. Like there's nothing about you that wasn't divinely gifted to you. And you may see some of these things as like a negative thing. You may see some of these things like aspects of yourself that are not wanted, or you know, you may find like you may have like self-esteem issues, or you may see the negative in situations sometimes. Like this again, this message is for just some of the people here, but this is really letting you know that you are being guided to start trusting your inner knowing. You have help when you need it. Make sure you ask for it. Make friends with that inner part of yourself that knows higher, that higher self. Like really build that connection and that bond with your higher self, because all that's lacking for you to have everything that you need is this confidence in your inner knowing, confidence in trusting the divine, trusting yourself, knowing that you're safe. There are some people who are watching this reading who have been going through things and they don't even know that they're safe with the things that they're going through. Okay, so yeah, this is a really cool reading, because it's like, I don't know, the energy that I feel is just like, you know, when you've been kind of like holding on to too much emotional stuff, or you haven't been able to open up to people or talk to people, and you finally get close to somebody who's really able to be that safe space where you can just like let it all out and be like, oh, I feel so much better, and just have that peaceful relief and that release. It's like I'm getting that energy, and that's why the end of the tough cycle approaches. That's in the past. So and this part's for everybody who's watching this reading. If you're still here, you did go through something. That part is done. All it was lacking was you asking for help when you needed it, and relying on the spiritual guidance, meditating, using your intuition more, allowing yourself to go out in nature, being free within yourself, like dancing, flowing, doing some things that like feel really good, just to be able to like connect with that like higher vibration self that's within you. That's all that was missing before. What's really good is, you know, that good things are coming to you, because you are looking like you are. This is future thinking, Kate, when it goes to the right, and it's like you are thinking about how to balance your inner self and your outer self, your inner world and your outer world, and really like at the very center of your reading, confidence is your key to success, and it cannot get clearer than that. It's like, trust the divine, step out of your comfort zone, do the things that you know that you need to do, meditate, think about things, slow down, ground yourself, do something like calm and chill and just fun and explorative, and just allow yourself some grace, allow yourself to be. You are definitely protected. This is like 100% confirmation that you are protected. This is, cherish those memories that you have. Don't be afraid to not know all the answers, okay? You're not going to know all the answers. You're not meant to know all the answers. You're meant to be guided through life. And once you start realizing that it's a journey, and you can just allow yourself to be guided to like what's next, and allow things to open up, your angels and spirit guides and your higher self will lead you to all of the right things, all of the right people. Everything will start to open up and flow, and you're not going to have to worry about everything. You're going to be like totally open-minded, like this King of Cups here, and just everything's going to fall into place. Okay? That is all I have for you. Group number 1, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give it a comment, like it, subscribe. If you can, please share this channel. It's brand new. And even if you just said, hey, I thought this video was really cool, or this is somebody I really like and they're just starting out on their channel, whatever you want to say to people, I would really appreciate it. Just getting the word out that I have this channel. You know, I'm really excited about it, and I like to be able to help people in their lives. So that would be great. Thank you so much, and have a great day. All right, group number 2. If you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. Let's see what you got. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. Personal issue reaches resolution. We have a new moon. I just love the colors in this card here, the artwork. And then you've got a time for healing in reverse. You also got bring love into the situation. Hold your vision to the right. And the answers you need are coming. Okay, so what I can see right away is that you've just ended a cycle. In fact, as you are right now, like I've got the cards that go to the right, and then I read cards to the left and the right so that I can get where you are in this moment with your thoughts and energy, right? So so there have been thoughts thinking about what's coming up in the future. Like you've got a solid vision. You're looking to the future for your answers. Like you know that it's like kind of a journey, right? So as you have left this, there was a personal issue that was getting in the way of a lot of things in your life. I'm getting that it was getting in the way of your work. And for some people, it was getting in the way of your relationship and some finances. And for a couple people, like, something in your personal life was getting in the way of your friend groups. Okay, so again, this is a general reading. So even though this reading is the same thing, it's going to be a different circumstance for the different people watching this. Okay, so this is letting you know that the personal issue that you were dealing with, it actually has reached the resolution, or it is like in the midst of it right now. Okay, I'm getting that it's not 100% complete, because you've got a time for healing is in inverse. You've got bring love into the situation, which is in inverse. And it's letting me know that if it's not 100% complete yet, it's very, very close. And for you to just bring love into the situation, like love yourself, love other people. Even if love is like the hardest thing for you to conjure up right now, love is what's key, because the Spirit is telling me to tell you that the new start is coming. So don't worry about like how this is going to unfold. Just know that what's coming is actually better than everything that you've been going through. Okay, so if you can just allow yourself to trust that is coming, and just know that it's going to be like really bright, vibrant, beautiful. It's going to be like, if you can see these cards, right? What it is like it's the new moon card. So it looks like an eclipse. There's nothing there, but there's light coming from behind the moon. So it's like a black silhouette of a moon with like this nice light that's going to be coming around. So you can't really see the moon, except for it's just going to be coming, right? So it's brand new start. But around that is like all this beautiful, it's got purple, blue, pink, white, and lots of stars, right? So it's a really, really pretty card. And Spirit is saying that you have something beautiful that's coming to you, and that what you've been dealing with, it's the end of it. So let go of what it is that hasn't been working and hold that vision, because you've got a vision of things that you want. You definitely do. And Spirit is letting me know to tell you that answers are coming. So if you don't see them right now, don't even worry about it. Just relax, allow your faith to guide you, and bring love into the situation. There's some healing that needs doing and some of you may have been healing, but this could be for people in your life. If you've been going through some challenging situations with family or friends, coworkers, just know that they may need healing. And so if it's been hard for you and you've been judging them for how they've been being, bring love into it, just so that you can give them the space to heal, because everybody in this situation needs the healing, and some of you guys haven't actually had that space. Either you've been working too much, you've been doing too many things. It could be work or school, or your social life, or you're working on a project. It could be really anything, but there have been, maybe it's even social media or tech. But whatever it is like you guys have been so busy that you haven't given yourself, or the people in your life haven't given themselves enough time to do this healing. So Spirit is like really letting me know that good things are coming to you, and not to get hung up on how this personal resolution has just, like, it's either just ended or it's just ending, but not to get hung up on how this has affected you or anybody else, because good things are coming, and you've got a great vision, and they want you to know that everything good is going to be coming your way. Okay. And this is really cool also, because you got the 9 of Swords in reverse right after that. So that's like dark, terrible visions, like really like, it's like trauma, not very good things, negative thinking, but it's like a very deep level of that. And you've also got the Ace of Cups in inverse. Okay, so for some of you, I'm getting that this was a relationship, and it could be a relationship either with a person or a passion project, or it could be like just some kind of love. So this relationship, when I'm talking about relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be you with another person, but it's like the relationship between you and something else, okay? So the relationship that you had with whatever was attached with this personal resolution that was getting in the way of other things in your life, the dark parts of it has come to an end, okay? So you can relax. You don't need to be sticking in that energy that was not pleasant for you. Yeah, because the Ace of Cups is like love's beginnings, and it's like usually a beautiful, beautiful card. With it coming up with the 9 of Swords and both of them being in inverse, this is telling me that that like heartbreak about something not working, or the discord, like the disharmony that was within your relationship. Like I said, either with you and a person, or with you and something else, like something you were working on. some kind of passion that you had. That little heartbreak or things that you went through, that's the end of it. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. Strength. How about that? You got the Strength card. And this is saying that in the past you knew you were a lot better at mastering your emotions. You're actually looking right now to the lessons from the past, and you're taking the lessons you got from everything that you went through, and you are actually like using it to master your emotions. So good for you, right? You've got the Seven of Wands in inverse, and the Knight of Swords in inverse, and okay, you've got the Devil in inverse, Judgment in inverse. I'm just going to pull the rest of these cards, and the Chariot. Okay, super cool. So yeah, good for you looking to the past for how you can take the lessons so that you can go through and heal what needs healing in your life. All right. There have been times that you've actually questioned whether you have enough strength to go through this, whether you've had enough. Like, Spirit is telling me to tell you that you definitely have enough inner strength. You are definitely very, very strong and courageous. In fact, one of the things that got you in this mess in the first place was that you were forceful and determined to have your way. You were, okay, so you weren't working with the energies of your higher self in this situation because your higher self knew all the answers, and because you were determined to like just use your thinking and logical and rational mind to be able to move forward and do the things that you wanted, because like that's what logic says and that's what you figure you should have done. Spirit is saying that's not actually what ended up happening. Was that because you were not trusting the divine and allowing yourself to like be in the flow and like, one of the things they're telling me is that for things to work, still hold your vision. Okay, so it's saying key is to hold your vision, see that vision, and operate from that vision as if it's already in existence. For example, I'm just going to use like a friend. Okay, so say that you have a vision of a kind of friendship that you want with a particular friend, but there's not always, it doesn't always go that way. Like, say that there's discord and disharmony with that friend. What Spirit is saying is, if you hold your vision, you can operate from that vision. So if your friend starts being kind of a bit of a jerk, and normally you would get reactive and you would be like, I'm not going to hang out with them because they're being a bit of a jerk. If you hold your vision of like, this is what's possible for our friendship, and you act as if that's really what's there, Spirit will be acknowledging you and assisting energetically to help you have that vision come about with that friendship and that relationship. My cat just jumped up on my shoulders. She does this sometimes, so I hope she doesn't jump into your reading. Oh, I was going to read the other cards too. Okay, so the Devil in inverse also. That's the negative thinking, okay? And it's so great because it goes right beside the Nine of Swords, and that is, and also you've got the Judgment in reverse too. So yeah, you were in a situation where you didn't necessarily want to forgive people. Okay. So this situation that you were in is definitely needing healing. It is the end of this. The personal issue you've been dealing with is completing, or it's done. There's better things coming, much better things. Yeah, you can, you're going to make this judgment. It's time. You'll know whether you'll know for yourself whether it's time to let go and move on, or whether you're going to create the vision for what you want with the project, the person, the relationship, circumstance that caused this. Like, you know what your personal resolution is. So this judgment thing is like, you're at the end of the cycle of allowing your negativity to get the better of you. You're at the end of the cycle for being in these dark thoughts. You may have felt a little bit like there may be something that you totally loved, or some vision that you had that you feel is not working out. Spirit is saying that even if you had that vision and you felt that it wasn't working out, hold true to your vision that you have, because as long as you're looking to the future with that vision and trusting the divine, the answers you need are coming and they will align. Okay? So do not get stuck on this negative energy that has come up for you. It's like you have the Chariot, which is like really like fast forward moving, it's like moving fast. strong will, triumph, like this has come up over everything else. So what's really cool is you've got the personal issue reaches resolution, a new start is coming, and you've got the Chariot that like goes like right on top of everything in the center of your reading. That worked out perfectly. And this is letting you know that this other stuff was not in alignment with your vision. That's all it is like you've got like this vision and you've got this alignment with it, and then you've got this disalignment with it, and you were allowing yourself to be in the disalignment or the disharmony with it. So therefore things were not working. So realign with your vision and trust that your answers are coming, because there is a new start and you will be able to move forward fast towards what you're working on and what your goal is. The angels and spirit guides want to acknowledge you for trying hard and doing your best. You've got a cheerleading squad team behind you who are rooting for you. And another card that is saying sometimes you don't trust that you do. There's the white feather card. It's in inverse. And these are kids cards, okay? So it's very, very like, even though the card is very basic, the message is very strong. So the angels and spirit guides want you to know that they're close to you and that you need to acknowledge that they are close to you, okay? What's so cool is, rely on them. Rely on your inner knowing. Rely on your higher self. Rely on source energy. Rely on, all of those good feelings. Allow all good. Allow yourself to be comforted when things don't feel comfortable, okay? That is one of the keys for you to holding your vision and moving forward. So, to sum it all up, good things are coming. You're at the end of all the bad stuff. Let go of negativity. You're going to move forward fast towards the things you want. And the key is for you to hold your vision and allow the answers and trust your inner knowing and your spirit guides, and you'll move forward fast towards what you're looking for. Okay. Thank you very much, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please comment, give it a like or subscribe, share it with your friends. I would love to grow this channel. I'm new at this. I have not been putting it out and sharing things, probably just because I'm, I do a lot of business stuff. And so for me coming out and doing this, it felt kind of strange to share it with my audience. And also I've had so many things going on that I haven't yet shared it. So if I could get some help sharing things out, it would just be great. I would really, really appreciate it. So anyways, have a super awesome day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in another reading. If you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So welcome, group number 3. Let's see what you have. You have work through your fears, okay? And that's to the left. You have you are good enough to the right. Oh, this is great. Whenever I get you are good enough to the right, it's like, that's such a good feeling, because it's like recognizing that, like it's seeing your own inner light shining in the future. It's like, so work through your fears is looking to the past, right? So maybe you're in the space right now where you're seeing how much you've grown. You're looking at the times that you did work through your fears, and you're looking to the future as well for like being in that solid, I know who I am and I am good enough kind of feeling, which is really great. Yeah. You've had some lucky breaks in your past. And I think sometimes you look at that and you're like, wow, I can't believe I had that. And it might have taken a lot for you to work through your fears. And maybe you didn't work through your fears for some of them. I'll give you an example in my life. Okay. I was asked to speak at the UN twice, and that's a humongous opportunity in the first place. And I had so many things happening, and in my mind, it was like, well, the timing's not right, or this or that. Like, I wanted to do everything, and I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted everything to be right. Had I have just gone, wow, this is an amazing opportunity, and somehow made that a priority, it would have been amazing. Because like what I offer to people, you have no idea how transformative it is. And I could really make a humongous impact in the world. And so the fact that I had that opportunity, not just once, but twice, and still did not take action on it, it really comes down to the fact that I was afraid. And I could have had any excuse and reason in the world. But I mean, that's an opportunity that not a lot of people, I mean, okay, a lot of people in the world do get that, but it's not something that comes along every single day for people, right? So, yeah, that's just an example from my life. Either way, what I do know, and this is coming from me, this is not coming from me channeling, this is my word of advice to you. What I've learned is that when we are trusting in our inner knowing, when opportunities come our way, we're able to take action on them even when a lot of things are going on, because we're trusting and the universe will line everything up to allow us to move through our fears and do things, right? So that's one thing I've learned. And the other thing that I've learned is that opportunities will come up when you align yourself with your inner self and allow yourself to follow those intuitive leads. So one of the reasons I'm not so concerned about that is because I know that I'm better prepared now than I was years ago when I was offered those opportunities. And then also I do know that the opportunities do come up, and they come up regularly, and a lot of them are great. So will I speak at the UN? I probably will. And I'm not going to be upset with myself for the past. So yeah, that was like total segue. Sorry. I just wanted to like look at your reading, and I'm like acknowledging that you are, you have had lucky breaks, you have had things, and some of them you may have been stopped by, and other ones like you worked through. Spirit is letting me know to acknowledge you for all of the things that you've gone through to get you where you are right now. They're confirming that you are good enough, and you're going to be even seeing more of your own personal power in the future. You're becoming a much stronger, better version of yourself. You were always good enough though, so don't ever think that you weren't good enough. You just might have felt that way, okay? And Spirit is telling me to have you really get your own power and who you are, because it's absolutely fantastic, okay? You got the Four of Pentacles in inverse, okay? And you have the Eight of Pentacles in inverse. Okay, so this kind of just confirms some of the things that I was just thinking. And you've got the Two of Wands to the right, and you've got the Page of Wands to the right. Okay, great. So you have amazing things coming up in your future that you're thinking about a lot. So the Two of Wands is like determination, direction. It's like knowing where you're going. Your thoughts moving to the future is like you actually see that you've developed a lot since your past. You are good enough. You've got a vision for the future. It's becoming clearer and clearer every single day, which is absolutely beautiful. You've got the Page, which is a visionary and passionate person. You know, it's really cool. It's like when you're in your element and you're in your zone, like you're really in your zone. So this is really, really cool. So trust in that, because these good things, like you can think about it, you can see it. Right now though, there's like this, it's so funny. I told you my story about the UN, because what I was thinking at the time was that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't skilled enough. I didn't have everything together. That was the biggest thing. I didn't have everything together. I wasn't ready, right? So you may be in a space where you're feeling like you don't have all of the resources you need. You don't have, you're not as skilled as you could be. Like all these other people in this vision or this field that you're working in, it's like these people, they all know their stuff and they all have everything together, and they've got money and they've got this and they've got like, you know, like basically maybe a comparison to thinking that other people are better than you or have it all or whatever, and that you need to up yourself and up your game to their level to be able to like make a difference or impact the world in the way that you want to, or to live out your dreams. Yeah, that's just what I'm reading for this, and I just want to see what other cards come up, because like, oh, this is so good. Okay, you got good fortune, you got safety, and you got caring. Yeah, so you are being guided, and this is a very clear message for you. So let go of any energy that you don't have everything that you need. Let go of any energy where you feel you have to control things, because the Four of Pentacles is about control or possession. It's about like usually it's pretty good. Pentacles is like a material or a financial thing, right? So Four of Pentacles often means like you'd be good news for your bank account, you'd be coming into money, you'd be having some kind of like good things. But the thing is that comes with it, there's a warning also that it's like being controlling around it or possessive. You know, you could become greedy, or you could become like, maybe you have like a judgment about how people operate when they're in a certain like class or level of success. you know, maybe you have some preconceived notions about not wanting to be a certain way, or like either you want to be a certain way or you don't want to be a certain way. But there's something that you struggle with internally about who you are and who you want to be like and who you don't want to be like. Okay. And so there you are, like honing your craft, getting better at things, but wanting to make sure that you retain who you are and not be like somebody else. And I'm getting the impression that you don't want to be somebody who's controlling, and you don't want to be somebody who's like you want to be somebody who has it all. You want to be somebody who has who is like top in their field and top in their craft and has everything all together. Like you want to be that kind of person, but you don't want to come across as being like braggy or boasty or like a jerk or controlling of people or things like that. Again, this is a general reading, so some people who are watching this, a very small percent of people probably are like, I have no problem being like controlling and bossy and stuff and demanding, and I have no problem, like I'm totally okay with being greedy. And so there are going to be some people who are not in that. That's like a message for some people, but for the most part, everybody who's watching this, they really do want to do a good job. They want to be like a master and very skilled. I'm letting you know that you are already a master for where you're at, okay? Yes, you're developing all the time. You're going to continue to develop, but you are good enough in this moment right now to be able to do the things that you want to do. Spirit is letting me know you are going to have a very good fortune, very good. You are greatly cared for and you are safe. So where before you may not have been able to work through your fears as easily, right? Because you weren't trusting and you had to rely on luck, right? You're like, oh, great. But this is like really stepping into an inner knowing of who you are and knowing that you're safe. Caring and good fortune. So the angels and spirit guides are letting me know that you have a very strong, solid spiritual team who are there for your own growth and personal development. And as you come into things that feel uncomfortable for you, it's okay for you to step forward. It's okay for you to feel like uncomfortable because you don't have all the answers. It's actually okay to completely admit that you don't have all the answers. And it's okay to look like you don't have things. You know, it's okay to look like that. It's a couple messages are coming in. It's like, one is like, yes, you want to look good because there's like this professionalism that comes with everything, right? But there's also this this level of inexperience where you can present yourself to the world and be like, I am good at these things. I may not be perfect, but I'm good at these things. I'm getting better all the time. I have this much experience and I have this much inexperience. These are the things I don't know and I would like to get better. You know, there's some kind of like deep level of respect that people give you on that. There are going to be possibly some creeps and criminals and stuff that would try to take advantage of somebody's inexperience. That is not going to be happening to you very often, if it does at all. You are safe and you have a lot of good fortune to look into, or like to look forward to. You are being cared for. If there's anybody else in your life that you do need to care for, you need to trust that they are safe as well. The angels are letting me know to tell you that just to give love and know, like feel as if they're well, feel as if everything is really good. I'm actually seeing like a couple people hugging a person. So I don't know if there's like you and somebody else and they're hugging somebody else, or, you know, but I close my eyes and I get this visual of like this real bond and appreciation. So just allow yourself to trust that you and your loved ones are being cared for by the divine. That trust is actually a very healing energy in itself. Okay, so when somebody's like super sick, for example, and people around them are worried that they're going to like do poorly, that worry energy is actually not helping them. It could actually be causing energetically, it could be causing things to not go so good. So if you are there and you recognize that you're worried about something, and this goes not just for healing, but I mean, it could go towards finances, it could go towards anything in your life that you feel needs healing, you can actually sit there and see it well. And I know a lot of people talk about that. Seeing it well is like really feeling it. Like allow yourself to feel it deep within your body and your mind that everything is well, because we are all, we all radiate energy. We all have like electromagnetic fields that come out from like electromagnetic energy comes out from our heart center, right? So when we can align our mind and body and speech and everything all into something that is like really for the vision we want, the universe will allow things to align so much faster and so much easier. Your spiritual team is letting me know to tell you you are safe. So are the people you care for. Take out any worry or any fears, okay? That past-based fear thinking is not serving you. You can let go of that. That's in the past, all right? Continue to get better, okay? Don't make yourself wrong if you don't have everything all together yet. Just like allow yourself to be in this like recognition that as you move forward every single day, you get better and better. Say it to yourself, I get better and better in every way, every day. And you could say that to yourself. It's really, really good. And yeah, just allow yourself to hold your vision. You are good enough, and you've got everything it takes. Okay, so that's all I have for you, group number 3. I really hope you liked your reading. And if you did, please give it a comment, like, or subscribe. And what I could use most right now, if you don't mind doing this, would be like sharing something from my channel with other people, because it's brand new, and I would just love some assistance sharing it out. It would make a huge difference for me, and probably for most of the people who hear the readings, because I do my best to channel what they need to hear that will help them in their lives. Okay? Thank you so much for helping me be a catalyst for change for people's lives. Have a great day.